Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play, which will be The Legend of Zelda, The Adventure of Link, or Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Now, the reason why I'm doing this game is because a friend of mine having trouble with the first boss. But that's not the entire reason I actually wanted to play this game. And since it's been about a year since I did a Let's Play on the first Zelda game, I think it's about time I did another Zelda game. But if I remember correctly, there should be a story arc if we just wait long enough. And I almost started accidentally singing with it. After Ganon was destroyed, Impa told Link a sleeping spell was cast on the Princess Zelda. She will make only with the power of number 3 Triforce sealed in a palace in Hyrule. To break the seal, crystals must be placed in statues in 6 well-guarded palaces. Link set out on his most adventuresome quest yet. So yeah, that's pretty much the main story. This is how a save file looks when the game is completed. Also, this is the first game which introduced the Triforce of Courage. In the first game there was only the Triforce of Wisdom and the Triforce of Power. And let us spell out our save file, which will be LPGrodus. If you did not figure that out on your own. But knowing you viewers, you probably did, because you're pretty smart. At least I hope to. Anyway, that's our name, LPGrodus, then end, and then we shall start. Also, unlike the first game, this game doesn't count individual death. It actually counts the game overs totals. And you start out with 3 lives, and this is the princess. She's obviously sleeping. Now, as you can see, this game is a side-scroller. And the overworld map is a map like this. Now, many people consider this game to be the black sheep of Zelda's, for some reason. Mostly because it's hard and they cannot beat it. And it might be other reasons for that as well, but that's what I believe at least. Also, this game is more of an action RPG. So you collect experience points, or power as it's called in this game. Notice this P bag, which gives us 50 power, and we can now increase our life. And as you can see, it did not increase our life meter, all it did was increase. What it does is, it will prevent us from... actually, I think I want to go left first. It prevents us, when we take damage, we take less damage now when we are at level 2 than we would have when we were at level 1. Also, this game have towns, just like this one. And people say useless things. Here's a sign, by the way. Town of Ruto. Let's see what she says. Hello. Okay. Now let's see what Mr. Blue Dress over here said. Sorry, I know nothing. Yeah. So as you can see, they have nothing important to say. And this, my friends, this is error. Now this is a mistranslation in the American and the European translation of the game. From Japanese to English. His real name is Errol. Gory of the Tari Solar Trophy. Oh yeah. We shall go to this city later on when I think about it. Use keys in palaces. They are found in. Okay. I guess that makes somewhat sense. What does this one say then? Do not go south without a candle. Yeah, thanks. So that's the town of Ruto. Nothing of importance in there. At least not now. It will get slightly more important later on in the game. So will the cities. But for now it's pretty pointless. Anyway, there is one town we want to go to. and it's this one. And if I remember correctly, it's called Saria. Welcome to Rauru. That's the light stage in Ocarina of Time, by the way. Funny thing about Ocarina of Time is that it holds a lot of things from the first Zelda game, this Zelda game, and Return the crystal to the palace in Parappa. And A Link to the Past. If all else fails, use fire. Okay, I guess that makes somewhat sense. So remember, kids, if a girl turns you down, use fire. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Now, Miss Purple, talk with my father before you leave town. Okay, then we shall join her inside. Let's see what she says. Each town has a wise man. Learn from him. Okay. Basically, there's one old fussy guy, like this one here. He will teach us a spell if we kneel before him. In Parappa Desert, use this magic to survive. Now, he gives us the shield magic. We don't really need it. But if it's your first time playing this game, it's actually a good magic for you to survive. So yeah, take that note. I will also show you how it's done. Press the start button, select the magic here in the menu, press select, no, it was not select, press, oh yeah, you choose it, then you press select in the overworld map, or rather in the battle sequence screen. I'm not sure what you're doing there, Link. Get candle in Parappa Palace! Go west! When you get the candle, he tells you to go west, basically. If that's not confusing enough. Anyway, as you walk... Oh, fairies! You can also walk into caves like this. And be prepared to fight for your life, because everything in here will try to kill you. Now it's just a snail thing on the floor, so it's not a big deal right now. But when we walk on the overworld, you can see the enemy that tried to run into us. And the Ganons, which was the one I ran into, they will bring the hard enemies, or rather the hard difficulty battle thing. Also, the jars will refill your magic. Now, as we enter the blob, all that attacks us are these fireballs or rocks, whatever you want to call them. There's also some hidden levels or battles placed on the map. Avoid the bubbles, because when they hit you, you will fall down in water, and water is insta-kill. So the water is your enemy, just like in Castlevania 2, The Return of Simon. No, that's not the name of it. Anyway, if you go here, you can fight nothing if you go left. However, if you go right, you will find a heart container, which will increase your max HP. Also, these boomerang moblins that will try to kill you. You get 20 experience points by killing him, so it's a recommendation that you go here first. Now, more about Castlevania Simon's Quest. I kinda like that game, unlike most people who seems to hate it. Pretty much the majority of the gamers seems to hate it, but I like it. I think it's a fun game. So yeah, I think I'll go to... There's no need to edit these things out, really. Only when I die and get a game over and I have to redo everything from the beginning. Because when you die in this game, you have to start off all from the castle once again. The one with Zelda in it. And in some temples, if you hit these statues, they will either drop you a magic jar, a red one, which will refill most or pretty much all of your HP. a dark nut will appear and fight you. Actually, there is a glitch in some of the Zelda games. And if you press the control button left and right, I mean the control pad, at the same time, Link will flip off and go away with increased speed. However, it doesn't seem like it's possible on the virtual console. For some reason, it doesn't seem to work on all games, or maybe it's the controllers that makes it possible. I'm not quite sure about it. It's possible on the NES cartridge of this game that I have. However, it doesn't seem to be possible right now with the Wiimote and all. And yeah, I am recording on a Wiimote. Also, don't get hit by these guys because they steal your experience. And they don't really give any experience by killing them, so it's a waste of time really to attack them. But anyway, as we have the first key, we can go into the first locked door, which is all nice. Don't bother killing these skulls, ouch. They drained 10 EXP from me, because they only gave 50 EXP and they will take forever for you to kill, especially now in the beginning of the game. But anyway, there should be another skeleton here. Yes, there is. There we go, and we got another level which will increase our magic. And if you go to the sub menu here, as you can see, shield will now cost 24 MP instead of 32. So that's a great thing to take note at. Although if you're really skilled in this game, you can actually get through the entire game without dying and upgrading any of your magic and so on. Also, the bubbles, the skulls, they will steal your EXP and also be quick like that, otherwise you will fall to your death in the lava. And I promise you, you don't want that. Also, if you get a game over, you will lose all your EXP. So, try not to die. And definitely don't get a game over. Because you will scream in agony, especially if you're close to a level. Look at that, even more alive. Now that is how amazingly good I am. And this is a dark nut. They can be pretty troublesome and they can be really easy at times. The orange one is pretty easy, doesn't take too many hits to kill. At least if you have unlocked... Oh right, I don't have a key. Silly me going all the way here without a key. Yeah, so we have to go back and collect the key then. Ouch. And that's really not what I wanted, but that's just how it's going to play out. Ah, the beautiful jumpings. I don't really see why you have to get his legs up in the air like this, but it makes you less vulnerable in the air, I guess. Okay, don't steal my magic, please. And I want to keep it, if you see my point. Also, this game is kinda glitchy like that. So, I'm not saying this game is perfect or anything. I'm just saying it's not that bad. Also, there is a... I'll say it when we come up there. Ooh, P-bag, nice. 200. Seems like luck is on my side. There's a fairy on the right here, but my recommendation is that you save it for later. Now, what we want to do here is go up for the key. Oh, and these guys, I don't like them. I think there should be a magic bottle in here. But I could be completely wrong about that as well. I can't even reach it, so guess we'll never find out. Here's the first key. However, continue onwards, because there's another key waiting for us further in. Also some tougher enemies. I think there's a dark nut and one of those red throwing thingies. Nope, only one of those red throwing thingies. Ouch, really not what I wanted. I'm not even sure what this is. Looks like some kind of beast. Like a werewolf or something. But I don't think it is one. No, that was pretty close, I must admit. Do I get magic? Yes, I do. Aha! So now we basically have full magic again. And I think next hit will kill me, so... I'm not completely sure if I want the fairy or not. I could save it for later, or I could play it on the safe side and actually grab it. I think I will take it actually. As I don't really want to die. Oh fuck, it's kind of scared me, the sound. I was not prepared for the sound. Oh well, let us, or simply alias meet you up at Candle. See you there. I mean the locked door. Anyway, don't worry about going back here in case you miss the key like I did. Because certain enemies will not respawn after you kill them. At least not if you die. And we get the candle. So I'll see you back at where I took the ferry. See you soon. So now we're back at the elevator. Also take note that if you take a ferry once, it's gone forever. So now we just have to fight a few of these enemies. Because we're on our way to the boss. And this is the reason why the Dark Knights are so damn annoying. They will switch the position of their shield and their blade. These skeletons, however, are a bit easier. See? You kill them by simply doing like this, and now he doesn't want to come forward just because I said so. If I remember... Oh yeah, I definitely remember this guy. And I'm going to play safe and equip the shield magic. Also, that glitch I was talking about before, it's actually possible to use it to go through a locked door without keys as well. So that's quite a fun thing. Oh, another Dark Nut. Which means I will increase my attack power, I thought. I will increase something else when I kill it, because I will gain another level. So yeah. Don't want to push it out of this game. Oh, P-bag as well, 200 points. I will increase my magic. That's kinda sad. Guess I should have waited with that. Well, that was a pretty idiotic thing. However, I think this episode is long enough, so next time I'll take on the boss. So I hope you enjoy this LP, I mean the first episode, and I hope to see you next time. See you then!